What is going on, Mopar fam? I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic time. So today, as the title says, we have a new truck. $1 million question is, what kind of truck did we get? Well, I'm gonna start off by saying this is a truck I've wanted for a long time, and I have never had the opportunity to own one. But it's gonna help out Frostbite. It's going to help us out tremendously, and I'm going to quit beating around the bush. Let's see what it is. There she is, baby. Cummins. 06 Cummins with a 6-speed manual. Yes, sir. Let's see what Junior thinks about this here tow rig.
6 in a row, ready to tow, baby.
Oh yeah. Also, guys, I'm still trying to figure out a name to call this truck. Thought about something simple like Frostbite Hauler, but yeah. Any suggestions? Put a comment down there below, and let's come up with a badass name for the truck. I will say I love the sound of this Cummins engine. It sounds just like a tractor trailer. This truck came with straight pipe 3-inch exhaust already from the turbo back, and it also has a Sinister turbo installed, so it's got an aftermarket turbo on it. Other than that, the truck is completely bone stock. Nothing's been done to it. It's crazy. Just a good truck. This thing just rolled over to 100,000 miles on a 2006 diesel. That is, that's awesome. That's very low mileage on a Cummins, let alone, a 2500 truck that usually gets used pretty well. So 100,000 miles on this Cummins. It should last me a very long time. And for those wondering why I got the 6-speed manual instead of an automatic, well, Dodge is not famous for the best automatics out there, especially in the older years. And when they go down, they're expensive, especially in the bigger trucks like a 2500 or 3500. And I didn't want to deal with that. Considering I'm not going to drive this truck in the traffic, and daily this truck all the time, the 6-speed manual was what I thought was the best way to go. Don't ever have to worry about nothing wrong with it except for a clutch that I can replace myself. And damn, this thing sounds awesome. You could put somebody that's never drove a standard or a stick shift vehicle before, and I would almost bet money they would not stall this truck out. It is next to impossible. Not to mention, with the gears in this truck and the transmission, with no load on the truck, we're actually starting out in second gear. First gear is pretty much useless. It's like a low granny gear. So you don't need it unless you're towing something really heavy. You actually start in second. Love that noise. That turbo backsplash. Sounds so freaking good. Come on, girl. I mean, the sound of a Cummins is iconic. It is just something. It is the best sounding diesel out there, period. The end. You can't beat it. I don't care what you do to it. The Duramax or Power Stroke, it ain't gonna sound like this. Whoop! Oh. Cummins, come on, girl. All right, let's roll some more gears, boys. I mean, listen to that Cummins. Woo! Test drive out in the new Frostbite Ram hauler. We still need to come up with a good name for this truck. But yeah, so I went with the older one over a newer one, and I will tell you, I looked at a 2015 also with the 6.7 Cummins. Those things have 900 foot-pounds of torque. That is insane. But I chose the older one basically because of the price, and I don't have to worry about any emission junk. This thing doesn't have any of that DPF fluid, no EGR crap, none of that. I don't have to worry about it. And the gas mileage is actually phenomenal. Right now I'm averaging right at almost 22 miles to the gallon, 21.8 on a diesel truck. That's crazy. So no complaints on the fuel. No complaints on the truck so far at all. No leaks, no nothing, no problems at all out of it. I'm loving this truck. It sounds badass. And I've always wanted one, and I got one. So I am super stoked about this thing. Hope you guys like it. And I'll tell you the other thing the truck reminds me of, guys, especially being a 6-speed, and the way that these Cummins diesels sound like a tractor trailer, is it reminds me of my dad. My dad was a truck driver. And it reminds me riding in his big rig all the time and him rowing through those gears. It just sounds just like it. It takes me back, and it just reminds me a lot of my dad. But I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. So I hope you like the new truck. As always, stay safe out there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.